boys and girls, it's Mrs. Smiley. I hope you're having a good day. We've had some sunshine, so hopefully you had a chance to get out and play in the yard for a little bit, or maybe even take a walk with your mom or your dad. That's always a fun thing to do too. So if you have a little time, I have a story I'd like to read for you today. It's called The Foolish Tortoise. And this story is written by Richard Buckley and Eric Carle. And I just wanted to talk about the title for a few minutes first. It's The Foolish Tortoise. What do you think foolish means? If somebody is foolish, foolish is a word that we use maybe to describe somebody who's not making really good choices. Maybe they're not making the best decisions. So in this story, maybe we're going to find out that he's not making the best decisions. We'll have to wait and see. We'll read the story and we'll have to wait and see and find out. Another word I wanted to look at is the word tortoise. Tortoise is just another word for a type of turtle. Okay, one more thing to think about. Do you think this story is going to be fiction, phony, baloney, fun, make-believe fiction? Or do you think it's going to be non-fiction and a real story with facts and information about real turtles? I think you're right. Fiction. Yeah, look at this picture. It's kind of cartoony and cute. Look at his big, cute little face. So this is probably a silly fiction story. Okay, good job. All right. Eric Carle always has the prettiest pages in his books, doesn't he? Okay, The Foolish Tortoise. Oh, there's our official title page. Here we go. A tortoise tired of being slow, impatient to get up and go. What rhymes with slow? Go. So he's tired of being slow. He doesn't want to be slow anymore. Took off his large and heavy shell and left it lying where it fell. Hooray, he cried. Now I've been freed. I see the world at double speed. So now stop and think about what he just did there. He took off his shell. Was this a good choice or a bad choice? We'll have to read to find out, but you can make a prediction. Though faster, he was not express, and his protection was far less. So when he heard the hornets drone, the tortoise crept beneath the stone. A hornet, look, there's the hornet flying around, and look at our poor little turtle down here hiding underneath the stone. A hungry bird came swooping past. He looked so fierce and flew so fast. The tortoise hid behind some trees and felt quite weak behind the knees. So here's the bird and here's the little tortoise hiding there. He doesn't want that bird to eat him, does he? Okay, I think I heard some rhymes in there. It said, so when he heard the hornets drone, the tortoise crept beneath the stone. What rhymed with drone? Stone, very good. Try this one. A hungry bird came swooping past. He looked so fierce and flew so fast. What rhymed with past? Fast, very good. Okay, let's see what happens to the tortoise next. Ooh, I don't feel safe. There's too much risk. If only I could be more brisk. He headed for the riverbed. A fish swam up. The tortoise fled. Oh my goodness, he had to hurry and get out of that water before the fish ate him, didn't he? He didn't have his shell to protect him. Oh no. Wait till you see the next page. A snake. Along his way, our hero went and almost had an accident. A snake with open jaws a snake with open jaws slid near. The tortoise backed away in fear. What rhymes with near? Fear. I would have fear if I saw that snake. Look at this page. What are these animals, these characters in our story? What's this animal? A horse? How about this animal? A rabbit or a hare? What about this animal? A dog. It says, a hare, a hound, a horse raced by. So rapidly they seemed to fly. The tortoise gasped and sat goggle-eyed. I'll never be that quick, he sighed. I don't think tortoises and turtles are supposed to be fast. Look at this page. The big hot sun. And look at the weather on this page. It's raining on that turtle, isn't it? Or a tortoise. He wandered on. The sun rose high. I wish I had more shade, he cried. A sudden thunderstorm swept in and soaked the tortoise to the skin. He didn't have a shell to protect him, so he probably got a sunburn, and now it's raining and he's getting all wet. Do you think Tortoise made a good decision to give up his shell so he could be fast? Look at this page. Think about the weather. How would you describe the weather in that page? The wind rose up and soon the breeze was bending branches in the trees. The tortoise shivered. Now I'm cold. I wish I hadn't been so bold. What rhymes with bold? Cold. Very good. I think I've lost my urge to roam. I think it's time that I went home. Without my shell, I don't feel right. So when his shell came into sight, he sees his shell. What do you think he's going to do? This is a great time to make a prediction. He climbed back in and said, good night. So let's look at our little character here. There he is, all nice and snug and safe in his shell. And his shell is his home. It's a happy, safe place for him to be. Just like your home is a safe and a happy and a good place for you to be too. And then look up here at the moon. The moon even looks like it's smiling, like it has a happy face too. So this was a story of the Foolish Tortoise, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just to see if you were a good listener. I know you were all good listeners, but who do you think the main character was in this story? That's a pretty easy one, isn't it? Yes, the tortoise. He's our main character. We could not have a story without him, could we? And then in this story, the tortoise was foolish. I think he was kind of foolish. Can you think of something that he did or a choice that he made that you think was a little bit foolish? I'll bet that you said taking off that shell was a pretty foolish choice for a tortoise to make, wasn't it? Yep, that was. And what were some of the things that happened to Tortoise? There were some bad things that happened to poor Tortoise because he took off his shell. Do you remember what some of those were? Oh, I think some of you remember. Think about the hornet and the bird. He could have been stung by that hornet, and that bird probably would have eaten him if he could have gotten to him. And was he really fast without his shell? He wasn't very fast, was he? Nope, he said, I'll never be fast like the bird and the dog and the rabbit. He said, I'll never be that fast. So I don't think it worked out as good as he had hoped that it would work out, did it? Well, I hope you enjoyed the story, The Foolish Tortoise, because I enjoyed reading it with you. I think that now that he's back on his shell, he's probably in the green zone, and he feels pretty good. And I hope you're in the green zone today, too. I hope you guys have a great day. I miss you, boys and girls. Have a good day and do something fun.